Now our next speaker will be Mr. Krishna Markande, Principal Architect, Infosys. Mr. Markande has been around for 14 years in software industry with software industry experience, including involvement in architecting and designing business needs of customers by providing efficient software solutions of varying scale and size. As a principal architect within Infosys, he is heading cloud engineering services for engineering customers within Infosys. And today he is going to talk on how efficient is the cloud for the challenges of media services. Please come in, sir.
Cloud Connect for giving this opportunity. And also I would like to thank one of my colleagues who helped in this presentation and as a speaker. I think earlier two speakers talked about keeping you people busy or awake after the lunch, but it's more challenging for me because still we have not taken tea break. So still let me try how best we can do. One good thing is we are not really talking about some of the products or very specific products. Here what I'm going to talk about is more on specifically in the media and entertainment space, how cloud can be adopted or can be leveraged much more better without really taking more generic concepts and what are the available options we have from public cloud or any other things. So I'll talk about more consideration points, learnings, best practices. So we'll see, then we'll leave it open for question and answers. Mainly we can see that there are multiple aspects of media. So as I said, so this what we are going to talk is I think some of you who has attended the keynote 1. So there are do you want to be the dog or the tail? I think it's important to leverage cloud in a much more effective way for your business rather than trying to leverage cloud from some of the characteristics or the driving factors what we talk about. So we need to intelligently decide what are those factors you would like to leverage and how efficiently you would like to pick up some of those features available as part of the cloud platform providers. So we can see that there are a lot of media related or video related things you can take, like Netflix, where you can see the aspects of like video streaming and other things. Then movies kind of more on the entertainment side. Then you can see more on the user group or the social side on the Flickr or Facebook kind of thing. Then there are other aspects from the other verticals, like in the retail the aspects of media is in different way than in the healthcare. We'll look into some of those in the going further, how we can leverage cloud for some of those other industries also as part of the media and cloud together. So you can see that there are a lot of high volume of content over the internet which has to be stored. We can see that what are some of our industry leaders talk about that. Mainly if you see that from Microsoft, we can from the Azure, the vice president from Azure platform, we talk about like about 30% of the internet bandwidth is being used for mainly for or the internet is used for media related stuff, which can expected to grow about 80% by 2015. That shows that the volume of the content being used over internet, how exponentially it is growing. So it's important for us to put a right approach to leverage cloud for that. Then another from streaming media, which is one of the recognized this one, we can see that from the last 12 months all aspects, you take any dimensions. One is average viewing rate multiplies by 2 times, same thing average bit rate 2 times, and even the average number of viewers are again multiplied. Then if you see the aggregation of all those media related 8 times, this from the past 1 year, this trend is going to continue further also. So that's why it's important for us to look into these factors and see how best we can provide the quality of those services to the end users and the enterprises. If you see the consumer trends, there are multiple aspects. Like one is we see that consumer end users bandwidth, consumer bandwidth is increasing. So when you have the high internet connectivity speed, it's important to leverage on the cloud infrastructure side or more on the compute side and give appropriate user experience and other things. That's a minimum expectation from the consumer side. Similarly, if you look into the end user devices, there are multiple aspects, multiple devices. Like it may be your, if you go to the media again, apart from just the PC and mobile or the smartphones, there are multiple aspects. Again, smart TVs coming into picture. Then there are DVRs and lot of other solutions. So the multiple device endpoints are increasing. Then it's important to consider that factor, the consumer trends. Then you have like the high definition streaming is again becoming normal, like over 3G, 4G. So it's important to consider the aspect of how do you stream those kind of high definition, which is very expensive, or like 3G, 4G kind of bandwidth, and how do you even stream the sound, surround sounds and other things, which are technologically there are a lot of improvement happening in those research and improvement are happening on those aspects. Then anywhere, anytime, that's again a norm. Like you take whether it's enterprise users or social users, it's like anywhere, anytime is a minimum thing expectation. So like you can take example of like iCloud or any other. So you have multiple devices and accessing from anywhere, anytime. So then other thing is user group content. So it can be due to social media, like maybe Facebook kind of content, or it can be any other like iCloud, what we talked about. You take the picture from the mobile smartphone and upload it to the iCloud. I think those kind of things are like user specific content is also increasing. So all these are the consumer trends. So what it's important for the solution providers or the technology providers to keep updated, and the expectation from the user is now the product life cycle, it is like shrinking. So we need to be up to the speed, and rather than looking into the current consumer trends, it's important to look for the future and be flexible and adaptable for the newer trends. So that's why it's shrinking. Then traditional business models are not working. Like there are multiple like smartphone based, all those, a lot of enterprise solutions and other things. A lot of analytics are coming into picture. Then shortening consumer attention. So people are not happy with the same thing. So it's very fast. It's changing. So it's important to look into the future trends and be flexible and agile for newer aspects. So we looked into the consumer trends. Now, how it impacts on the technology side. So is it easy, or what are the important complexity, what are the high level at least complexities and the challenges we look in addressing those kind of trends and the expectations from the consumer. We see that multiple devices, we talked about multiple people accessing that from different kind of device, OS, platform and all. So it leads into there are lot, then that again becomes more complex too when you start targeting the mass user like consumers using different types of devices and mobiles and other things. We talked about set-top boxes, we talked about smart TV and all. It's important to cater to the multiple encoding formats. So there are some trends in coming up with the standards like H.264 and all. That's getting a little bit matured, and a lot of as industry adoptions are there. Again, like Google WebM also again getting picked up. I think some of it's coming to few standards, but still there complexity in terms of maintaining and encoding into multiple formats, so that you can make money by catering to more number of consumers. So that's one aspect. On the technology side, other aspect is we talked about like multiple OS, like you take iPhone, then Android, then here again take the browsers, whether IE or so there are Chrome or a lot of platforms. Again, platform differences and the device differences again comes into picture. Cross browser, cross platform again leads into complexity for us. There are, because of the rich internet application, there are few advantages now. You can narrow down into set of options rather than developing your own media players players and other things. But still, again, HTML5 is another good option to narrow down into the options. But still, HTML5, if you take for the video, you have the tag, but it's not implemented, or there is no standard saying that this is the format to be followed in all the browsers or the devices. So that's not standard video format or the encoding format has been prescribed. So because of that, each user agents or the providers are implementing their own codec, and that leads into again complexity. When we implement that, we need to take care of those different aspects what is needed from each browsers and devices. Otherwise you will lose those kind of the market segment who are using the services with those devices or the platform, and you will be left out with lesser opportunities. So again, if you see again, rather than traditional streaming options we have, so now the HTTP based streaming is also another important aspect which helps in some of those user experience and other things, trends what we talked about. So that helps in more on much more caching near the CDNs, what content delivery networks and all. So that provides much more options on DVR options, or more on smooth adaptive streaming and all. So there are multiple technology options. Then if you see from some of the cloud vendors on media, there are two things what we had tried to list out. Mainly, like if you see the Microsoft side, recently in April-May time, Microsoft has announced the comprehensive media services platform, which helps in media-related services, take encoding or streaming and all other DRMs and all other aspects which are needed for you to develop media-related solutions. Providing more flexibility into either to use Microsoft specific these components or the framework, or to integrate with any other external. So there are from the vendors or the platform side, there are few things happening. Then if you see again Amazon Cloud Drive and Google again on the music and video side, they are also having their own streaming services, or the things are coming. So there are all kind of directions, like technology is becoming more complex to cater to the more and more larger segment, and again a lot of providers also helping coming up with more frameworks and developer related components. So let's look into the now this online media services, how it's relevant. So now we talked about like technology like media services, right? So now how it can be leveraged in different industry segment. You take media and entertainment, that's the thing we talked about, like Netflix, or you took Hulu and lot of other kind of entertainment related or video related things are there. So that's also one of the major proportion we can say which is getting adopted on the media side. Then retail, again retail you see that all the surveillance kind of things, there are a lot of business agility or the business improvement, efficiency improvement by adopting right analytics of their video surveillance or what is archived for improving the consumer behavior and other things. So that's getting adopted in retail. Then so few are like conceptual and few are already in place, like healthcare, again remote patient management and using the high definition cameras operations and viewing it from multiple hospitals, or reviewing it or providing feedback from multiple patients, that's also getting adopted. Then web television and broadcasting, like Comcast and a lot of other cable providers and the web television providers are also leveraging is very applicable over in that industry also. Security surveillance, again you take any enterprises or any other, even retail or everywhere, it's very much applicable. There are a lot of sub-segments or the applicability of this media, like only the encoding related. We'll look into some of those details, especially on the media on the security side in detail. So publishing, again online news channels and other things, where a lot of video content is being uploaded either from the citizen by looking to the incidents and uploading a lot of videos, and or it can be like journalists who are uploading. That's a huge amount of video or the media content getting uploaded. So education services, again for the corporate kind of education, it's hosted or the cloud based video and media kind of education services are also very much applicable. It's applicable in a lot more other industries as well. So what is the latest thing like on the media on cloud? Like if you see the adoption is, I won't say it's mature, it's getting picked up. There are a lot of very recent news, if you see a couple of them like encoding.com teams with Dolby Labs. So to make sure that there are, as we talked about, there are a lot of research happening in all these kind of high definition video streaming, then the sound related streaming and all. So there are this tie up between like encoding.com and Dolby to provide bring high definition surround to the streaming videos. Then that's the recent one. Similarly, like revision 3 replaces in-house encoding and moves into encoding.com, which is the hosted one. So similarly, like Microsoft, we talked about National Geographic. Again, they are instead of the in-house archival, they are moving to again Amazon, Nirvanix, another hosted archival and backup storage network provider. Similarly, like Comcast again coming up with new streaming video surveillance products. So there's a lot of tie-up and a lot of vendors coming together and making it leveraging cloud very much in this area. So what are the market forces or the driving factors for especially in the media services? Now let's forget a little bit on the verticals. Now as a media services, so what are those driving factors? So media business is dynamic, like as we talked about, some of the entertainment or other things are need lot more flexibility in terms of the infrastructure, or it can be to change the kind of like flexibility. We talked about the solution and other things. It's very, you need a very adaptable business framework and digital infrastructure for that. Then we talked about Nielsen's law of bandwidth, like the bandwidth is like every year, if you see like 50% it's increasing, then equally like 60% of the compute power is also increasing. So unless we have the right solutions for giving better user experience and the quality of the services, so it's very, very difficult to keep the consumer on on the service provider side. So it's very important to have over the top and like anywhere access and other things also along with the bandwidth. So similarly, like return on investment, like we would have, I think, a lot of cloud sessions we would have talked about that. It's important to like look into the capital, operational and cost benefits and analyze this return on investment. So that's another factor, like rather than investing huge on the encoding related and storing those kind of number of formats and other things, which needs huge capital cost. It's very important to leverage cloud options. So enhance the consumer experience we talked about, and also we saw that even the earlier session we saw that whereas within India, like about only 3.1% of users have got internet connectivity, whereas more than 50%, 54% people have the mobile connectivity. Unless you penetrate into that kind of mobile audiences, along with this kind of video and other options, by coming up with the proper encoding formats and supporting for those platforms and the browsers and all, we will be losing a lot of money over the table. So these are the important aspects. So let's in the coming slides, let's see how cloud can help in addressing some of these driving factors. Some of the challenges, again to summarize, in the media services, there are like technology innovation and the technology innovation on the media and devices. We talked about like devices are becoming much more intelligent, and a lot of the advance in the technology in terms of bandwidth and other things. So what it's causing is the more and more number of codecs are important, and it needs a huge amount of compute power. So that's what we talked about, the infrastructure need. Similarly, agility we talked about, like you need to be scale up and you need elasticity and other things. These are the important aspects. Then the growing consumer demand anywhere, anytime, and any channels. So I think this we saw in the earlier slides. How it helps is the important characteristics from cloud, like scalability and rapid elasticity. That's where your return on investment and your cost advantage is there. Other thing is anywhere access we talked about. So rather than having your distributed data centers, it's important to have ubiquitous network access where your cloud providers will have their own data centers all over spread across geographies. That will help in providing much more anywhere access, and you will have the CDN and other things, contents specifically in those users specific data centers or the geographies. Then on-demand self-service, like you can keep on increasing, like during Christmas time or during New Year. So whenever you need, you have flexibility to provision your resources self, and you will have get rid of some of the operational efficiency, like upgrading into the newer storage and other things, because we talk about a lot of codec and storage requirement, and that leads into some of the operational aspects, like because providers is taking care of them. That's where we can see some of the top companies like National Geographic we saw, then New York Times. A lot of them have moved to the cloud providers instead of having their own data centers. So I think we don't have much time. I'll just to see what are the important things. Like we see that on this, all the different on the media side, online movie distribution, there are examples like Netflix and Google Music. Transcoding, again, it's a hosted, this one, so encoding.com, so video analytics, and this. I'll just wrap up in 1 minute. Yeah. So these are the different adoptions we can see on video archival, media content, video analytics. So all these are different aspects which you can see a lot of adoption already in the place. Then these are the high level components we talked about. I think this content will be shared. I don't have time already. I think I'm running out of time. So there are multiple aspects we talked about: transcoding, streaming, analytics, security, and application. This is the high level architecture looks into picture. Then there are some best practices we talked about. It's architectural aspects and some of the important aspects from as the best practice, like having more on scalability aspects and other things. It's all are, some of these are generic architectural consideration, but on the when you move to cloud, what are those additional aspects, like some of the aspects like stateless, providing self scalable and relational, non-relational, and other things. So I'll with that I don't know whether we have time for any question or answers.
How do you see this working out in an Indian environment where even though there are a lot of mobiles, right, but the net connectivity on those mobiles is very limited. So people either are still using GPRS or Edge, right, not too many on the 3G or 4G as of now. So how do you see that playing out in the Indian market?
Yeah, I think on the mobility side, again, if you see like Reliance is again started 4G implementation and other things. I think it may be a bit slower, definitely. So, but there are few options, the products in the market available when there is a lower bandwidth. So uploading and streaming to help some of those, like we have some of the products which helps in cutting down and compressing and uploading in as a bits and pieces. So that can be leveraged in some of the specific cases if we have to address the lower bandwidth cases.
But usually that destroys the user experience, right? So
no, adaptive streaming is there, so which helps in user experience, taking care of depending on the network bandwidth and the device and other things. It will have the different set of compression and different archival which gets streamed for specifically for those bandwidth and the devices. That will not reduce any user experience.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to present a memento to serve as a vote of thanks.
Thanks everyone.